What's up, you guys? Frank here. Welcome to the Headless Horrors podcast, the post-show recap video for episode number 3, the very first episode for the new year 2017. We featured these 3 movies over here, 3 very interesting movies: Lucio Fulci's The New York Ripper, Umberto Lenzi's Nightmare City, and Motel Hell by Kevin Conner. If you're new to Headless Horrors, this is a podcast which is available every second Monday, so every 2 weeks on Monday, and it's a podcast in which we speak about horror movies from the 80s. These videos go up after the podcast, and in these videos I bring the physical copies of the movies featured. I also give a rating, a 666 rating, a verdict, and just show you the artwork, show you the copies, and you can also see my face. So let's start with the first movie. Let's go in chronological order. Obviously chronological order in the podcast, because this is actually a later movie to the other two. The New York Ripper by Lucio Fulci. A slasher, giallo, but as I said in the podcast, Fulci has almost his own genre when it comes to horror movies. This is a shameless release, as you can clearly see from the yellow box and the yellow border. The sickest movie ever made. Sick artwork. Love the artwork. Love the title for this movie, and just love this movie. This is, if you're into the gore stuff, if you're into the hardcore, relentless stuff, this is a movie you really need to watch. But it is also a movie which has a deeper meaning. It's not just all about violence and killings and gore. So definitely check it out. Lucio Fulci, The New York Ripper. Let's have a look inside. There's a booklet here. Slashing up women was his pleasure. Shameless Fulci, and it's a booklet with some very interesting information. I read through it about Lucio Fulci and about obviously the history of the New York Ripper. And this edition, this DVD edition, is also a reversible sleeve. And the reversible sleeve is actually the one with the French title. It's the French release. L'Inventaire de New York. In film de Lucio Fulci. It's release number 29 on the Shameless Screen Entertainment releases. Very similar, obviously, the two artworks. I think this one fits the movie better. I kind of prefer the blue colors to it. Very cool release, very good movie. Man, I'm gonna have to give this movie a full 666 when it comes to the ratings, because the movie is just phenomenal. It's so good. It's absolutely amazing. So 6 for the movie, 6 for the presentation. Love the artwork. You know, it's that artwork is so eye-catching. You can look at that and just enjoy looking at that artwork. And the title, The New York Ripper, has this great ring to it. Straight away, it's in your brain. So 6 for the movie, 6 for the presentation, and also 6 for the score. There's this really good, really cool soundtrack, progressive prog rock soundtrack from the 70s, which just fits perfectly. It's more of a sort of, it has the giallo-ish feel to it, so definitely a movie to check out. 666, watch it, buy it. The second movie, Motel Hell by Kevin Conner. I have this on Blu-ray. It's an Arrow video Blu-ray release, and this is a double disc feature. As you can see inside, it's got the DVD and the Blu-ray. It's Farmer Vincent on one and Ida on the second one. Now, when it comes to the presentation, well, first of all, before the presentation, the artwork. That is a phenomenal piece of art. I love that artwork. It's almost iconic, especially this is a scene This artwork is taken or based on one of the ending scenes of the movie, and I really love the neon colors on Motel Hell. There is also a booklet, which is such a cool booklet, man. There's a bunch of information on this booklet, some pictures, of course, but the information contained in this booklet makes it worthwhile having. Meet His Murder, Revisiting Motel Hell by Kim Newton. And a bit of a bonus towards the end of the booklet is this comic, this graphic violence, the further adventures of Vincent and Ida. Very cool, very, very cool. Motel Hell, also a reversible sleeve on this one. I love those reversible sleeves, man. It's like a little bonus. That's the original sleeve there. Very 80s. It's a 1980 movie. Not sure which one I prefer the most. You tell me. Bit of a tough choice there. But since I own both, I don't really have to choose. Motel Hell. Let's go with the 666 rating on this one. I'm gonna go 5 on the movie, 6 on the presentation, because the artwork is just really good. And again, the name of the movie, the title of the movie, straight away sticks to your head, Motel Hell. And I'm gonna give the score, the soundtrack, a 4. Last movie, Umberto Lenzi's Nightmare City. Bit of a hit and miss. This movie, it's a bit of a science fiction horror. The creatures featured on this movie, which would be these ones, the oatmeal zombies, but they are not zombies, my friend. Oh no, they're not zombies, but this is a movie which at times is a bit goofy. It's not meant to be goofy, but it's high on the 80s cheese factor, and it's a bit of a cult, so definitely worth watching. Lenzi's zombies are the most energetic of their kind ever to hit the screen. That's the tagline. And man, this guy in this sleeve looks like something out of Star Trek. I can't remember which race it is, but maybe the Borg. I'm not sure. But anyway, that's the sleeve from Nightmare City. This is an Anchor Bay release. Sort of reversible sleeve, not completely though, but I do like how it looks from the inside. There's just the creature there, and the background is sort of more plain looking. That's the leaflet inside, and the artwork for Incubo sulla città contaminata, which is the Italian title. Right, so that brings me to the end of this video, the post-show recap video for Headless Horrors, episode number 3, A New Evil Year, that's the name, for episode number 3. I'll be with you in 2 weeks' time for episode number 4. Obviously, just a quick reminder, headlesshorrors.podbean.com, that's where you can listen, stream or download the show. Facebook, check out the Facebook page, Frank's Headless Horrors, and also follow me on Twitter at Headless Horrors. Subscribe to the official Beheaded YouTube channel, and I'll see you next time, my friends. Wait, hold up, my bad, I forgot to give the rating and give the verdict on Nightmare City. Well, let's start with the rating, the 666 rating. I'm gonna give the movie a 3 because, as I said, it's a bit of a hit and miss, but it's high on the 80s cheese factor. It's a cult movie, great premise, I like that, so I'm gonna give it a 3 out of 6. The second 6 for the presentation, I'm gonna give it a 5 because I like the name, I like the title Nightmare City, and I like the artwork. So I'm gonna give that a 5, and when it comes to the score and the soundtrack, I'll go with a 4 because nothing particularly sticks out in the soundtrack, but it's good when you're listening, when you're watching the movie. It's a soundtrack that adds what it needs to add. So I'm going with a 4. As for the verdict, I would say watch it, and I would say buy it, because this is a piece of history when it comes to 80s horror movies. Umberto Lenzi is a great director, and Nightmare City is a bit of a cult status type of movie. So watch it, buy it. That's my verdict. I'll see you next time, my friends.